What's up, guys? It's Carlos from Big Time Rush, and you are on teen.com.
Teen.com.
I guess one of my rules is not to have too many rules. You know, you get to know somebody first, and I think you can be surprised by people. Don't take out your phone every second. I know that we all can get email, Twitter, text, everything is right there, but when you're on a date, it's supposed to be personal. You can text somebody anytime.
You know what? I'm big about always being upfront with who you are. Hate hiding something, and then you get serious, and 4 months later, she's like, oh, so you don't brush your teeth, you know? Or if, you know, there's a comic book that you really don't like that she likes, don't lie about it. Because if you lie about it, it'll eventually come out, and the longer you wait, it gets worse, so.
I don't feel like you should date unless you're considering the idea of having a girlfriend. But if you're into it and you want to have a girlfriend, you're looking for that, I think it's great to date multiple people because you have to know what you like. You know, I feel like people get stuck and they get in long relationships. I feel like it's good to explore.
You gotta have somebody that's fun and spontaneous. For me, like someone that's fun and spontaneous, because that's what I'm all about. And be honest and just laugh a lot. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's one of my longtime friends. I love her to death. She's a sweetie, and she just got X Factor. So congratulations to her for that.
We met in Vegas, actually. And it wasn't like one of those like, oh, we were partying in a club and we met. We had a show in Vegas. She walks in and I was like, oh. I was like, I want her. And Kendall was like, yeah, right. Never gonna happen. Well, look at me now.
Me and this guy went on a double date with the two girls. And when we showed up, we got into the movie, we all sat down, and they leaned over and they're like, hey, we have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, cool. And of course, the naivety didn't kick in until after I realized like an hour later that they weren't coming back and they just ditched the movie.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'll pick you up at this time. She said, no problem, this whole thing. And I get there and it's not just her, it's all of her friends. Basically, she turned what I thought was gonna be like, oh, we're going out and date, like I came in a tie and we're going to a nice restaurant, to, oh, I just invited a bunch of my friends over to have a party. So she clearly could have cared less about going out with me.
Well, Sam and I actually had a second date, which is kind of like our first, but it was terrible. Literally, I took her go-karting, we had a great time, and she was like, hey, so maybe we should go watch a movie at your house. And I was like, would love to. And you know, I was like, yes, it's working. And then we get in the car, and I got really nervous and started just talking. You know, she was like being super quiet, and I was like, oh, you were a chatterbox earlier, and now you're just so quiet. I was nervous, I just kept talking, and she just got offended. She was like, you can take me home now. And I was like, really? And she was like, hey, make sure to text me when you get home. I was like, yeah, of course. And I like drove away, and I was like, I'm not gonna text her, no way. And literally that night I didn't text her, but in the morning I was like, hey, I fell asleep, just want to let you know that I made it home. And she was like, oh, okay.
Thanks for watching me on teen.com. I hope you've learned a lot more about me. You know what I like to do on dates, so I hope that makes you happy. And be sure to check out Big Time Rush on Nickelodeon Saturdays at 9 o'clock. Love ya.